Hello, everybody. Welcome in to episode The Atomic Number of Bromine, aka number 35.
We all knew that, though. Come on.
Yeah, hey, happy Halloween. Yeah, tomorrow night. No, Sunday night. See, I'm still used to Saturdays. Sunday night is Halloween. Should be fun for all the trick-or-treating fun that we get to partake in.
Right. Be sure to give out candy on Sunday, not Saturday. If you give it on Saturday, you're a creep. Sunday, you're fine. Okay? Get it right.
That's advice to live by, Kirk.
Well, the problem with Halloween is I always buy it and no one ever stops by, and then I have leftover candy. And just as a single random dude, it's hard to give children candy without getting looks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's very difficult. Like, and my heart's in the right place. Kids want candy, but I don't know. I gotta throw it at them and run or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that might be worse.
Oh yeah, it's sure. It could be assault now. That's true. Oh, assault by candy. Maybe they're diabetic and it's a hate crime. Damn. Some people, there's been some rumors that I've been roiding, and but I'm just letting you know that is not the case. This is no performance enhancing drugs in my system. This is all 100% comedy buck out. Okay. All right. Just clearing that up, clearing the record. But actually, this day in history, I found an interesting one. It's actually the guy who he invented the pill, birth control. He invented the pill, and on the computer it called him the father of the pill. And I'm like, if clearly this guy didn't want to be a father. Come on. He invented the pill, and you're still calling him the he doesn't want it. Just saying, it just seemed misplaced. You get yes.
Yeah. Well, and you're talking about having days off for like grocery stores and stuff like that. It still affects people. Like for me, having to go to the store or go to like a doctor's appointment or anything like that that's typically done at 9 to 5, I have no problem with because I'm already not working. Everyone else, it seems like a massive hassle. Like going to a doctor's appointment while you're working during the day, you have to take time off.
Right.
Literally, if I have anything to do, I have to take a day off because it's like I don't have the ability to just break away for a couple hours and go to a doctor's appointment, or Saturdays aren't an option either. So I literally have to take a day off of work to do anything outside.
It's not an office job where you can take a half day. You know what I mean? Like I'll just show up after lunch. There's certain jobs, I don't know, I imagine construction or just certain things where it's just like you're there or you're not. You know what I mean? You're not calling in a half day.
Yeah.
Nope. Not a possibility for me.
Well, I would say Chris is probably in one of the unique jobs that doesn't really allow that.
And he's a female impersonator. We don't mention it, but that's what that's what he does.
But
and the mustache and beard doesn't help, but he still makes it work. It's amazing. It's this guy, he does that Four Non-Blonde song. Anyway, okay.
But see, I always
come on, that ramble and not even okay, come on, go ahead.
But I'm a good example of that. We eat out maybe once a month. And it's not that we can't afford it per se. It's that for so long we just didn't have the money and would rather just buy the stuff at Safeway or Walmart and make it ourselves. Like tomorrow, we're having Chipotle bowls. Or bowls inspired by Chipotle because I figured out a way to make chicken and steak taste exactly like Chipotle.
Wait, you're going bowling at Chipotle's? Is that's what I heard?
Yes.
That's what I thought I heard too.
Well,
all right. Go for the turkey in the burrito. Okay.
You were inspired to go bowling at Chipotle with steak.
You destroyed the toilet bowl after going to. There it is. There. Boom. Okay.
Full circle.
But I mean, it's. I just foresee it. More people are. I mean, I guess it could be just me wishful thinking, but it seems that people are making more food at home.
Well, it seems like COVID kicked that off. I think
Yeah.
it was a necessity, and then I think maybe they realized it wasn't that complicated, and they realized it saved them money. So yeah, and also with COVID still kind of looming around, they're like, well, why go out and risk it when we just we learned how to cook and it's better, so why do it? Right?
Yes.
Does fast food taste good?
Yeah, add some
No, it
MSG
doesn't.
and it'll taste just as good at
all
home.
right.
Sorry, I was
Hey.
also preoccupied by sending Chris the screenshot of him sending me the article.
Oh,
But
then I recant my statement.
It takes a big man to recant. Well done.
I hold myself in contempt.
Look, as long as you're not holding yourself in public. Okay, let's anyway. Back to the show.
Well, that was an interesting little jump we just took down. Fast food lane, and we had emissions tests and minimum wage. It was kind of a fun little run.
A hodgepodge, if you will.
Yes. I wanted to bring up the Ingenuity helicopter because
bring it up.
The space whirlybird on Mars?
Yes, the whirlybird on Mars.
Do tell.
So we had 2 weeks of, well, it was a little more than 2 weeks of radio blockage because of the solar storm.
Too much cheese.
Yeah, that'll happen. So they couldn't hear or talk to the rover and helicopter on Mars because of the solar storm. Well, that passed, and Ingenuity made its 14th flight, and which, as we know, it's been doing just fine up there, 14 flights in. The difference is it's summertime on Mars now, and it's harder for the helicopter to fly because there's even less atmosphere, which I think we've talked about before.
Yeah, we were talking about that. I thought it was about winter, though, not summer.
Yeah, I looked it up today, and it's actually summertime on Mars. So the atmosphere is decreasing, and they had to adjust the RPM by 200. So it was all the way up to 2,700 RPMs. The thing flew just fine. Did what it was supposed to.
So in cold and warm, it handles everything.
Yeah, pretty much.
Although I heard when it got back online, it did the first flight really pissy because it was mad that we didn't call it. And we're like, look, it was just upset. It was
still like the helicopter, just the fact that it's doing its thing. This was a short little hop. They just wanted to test the 2,700 RPMs to make sure that everything would be nominal. And it was. So just a little update for a helicopter that we kind of assume is not going to fail.
Nice.
Or will. Just take some time.
Well, yeah, eventually, without any window
like everything
up there. Yeah.
The heat death of the universe will take us all.
And wow, that was the worst prom theme ever.
That was the perfect doom and gloom insert to it. Just like
all the goth kids were totally behind that. They're like, yes, he gets it. And they wanted to test it for nomina, so there's like a Muppets thing. They're going nomina.
Yes.
Yes. Nomina.
I'm just I'm hoping that they didn't I still am haunted by that stupid it's getting dark and my batteries are low.
Oh yeah. That wasn't Curiosity. What one was that?
Oh, the robot with the personality.
Yeah.
Making you feel pulling on your heartstrings like it's a dying robot. And you're like, no, it's a mechanical object. Stop it.
Yeah, I'm still haunted by that. So I I'm hoping they don't do the same thing with Ingenuity. When it goes, just let it go. Don't tell me about it.
Okay, just it went off to a farm to chase bunnies. That's all I need to know. That's all Chris wants.
That's
With
right.
the other whirlybirds.
All the other whirlybirds.
Yeah, they were birds, and they could poop on as many cars as they could imagine. They were birds. Okay.
The rocket launches are fun to watch. I mean,
Yeah.
because even though you're not, like, if you haven't watched a rocket launch recently, it's pretty exhilarating because you're kind of like nervous a little bit because you know what the implications are. Like the rocket could blow up. Or...
Right, there's some drama, there's some tension.
I would hope not. This is Crew 3, so this is the third crew mission.
Yeah, and it's SpaceX, so you don't expect anything to go wrong. But I mean, honestly, for those first like 45 seconds, it's a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah. And when you're streaming, you just got to remember not to cross the streams. Okay. Anyway.
Hey, nice Ghostbuster reference for Halloween. I'll take it.
Come on! That is such a good movie. If you've never seen the original Ghost, it still holds up. It is still great.
That's a good question. What's everyone's favorite Halloween movie?
Ernest Scared Stupid.
Yeah, I'm
maybe Monster Squad just for the line "kick him in the nards." And then Wolfman has nards just for I'm going that.
Really? Nothing on Ernest Scared Stupid? Of all the movies I could pick?
No, I would.
Well, it just made sense. It seemed like it was the movie you based your life on. So it was sort of your Bible. You know what I mean? Like that's I got my vision of my role model, and I went.
Yeah,
I'm an.
It's not Ernest. No, I was going to say it's not Ernest. It's the trolls.
I got. My life is built around Jim Varney. That's right.
Yeah. Hey Vern, you say that all the time. My name isn't Vern. But you say, "Hey, Vern," all the time. It's a little annoying, but it's not worse than the smell. Okay.
Just a little bit of Elon Musk to brighten everybody's day. He tweeted out he wants to open a college in Texas, Kirk.
Okay.
And he wants to call it the Texas Institute of Technology and Science.
He wants to call it tits.
Yes.
He wants to call it tits. Yes, he does.
Well.
I mean, in fairness, he called his car line sexy, so...
The dude-lady ratio at that college is going to be way off. There's going to be way more dudes flocking to tits. It's just... Not saying there's not going to be some ladies going to tits. It's okay, but...
Yeah, it's going to be misleading.
I can't wait to see the mascot. That's what I want to see.
Yes. Bezos is talking about making a new space station. Did you hear about that?
I did not.
So Bezos is planning a blue reef in the space, which essentially is he's trying to pitch it as the replacement for the ISS.
That sounds about right for him.
So it's sort of like a docking station. He's just going to create. Is that
definitely not going to look like a vagina?
No, they his spaceship would never be able to find it. Am I right, ladies? Am I right? Okay.
Okay. A rare, John, you got me on that one. All right. I'm going to give you props for that. But
we got a science question we're going to throw out, debate, and then people can chime in and comment and throw in their 2 cents.
This will go on social media. It's just we're going to frame it through the podcast and put it on social after the fact. Just to kind of save us some... Because although the animation was fun and it was interesting, I think I'm going to focus my animation endeavors on other stuff. rather than trying to do a 30-second little clip. I'm still going to do 30-second little clips of animation. My next goal is to get that Goose Story one done. But for question relativity, we're going to go with more of a pose a couple questions during the week or during the podcast, and then see if we can't collect some information and talk about them on the next one as well.
Little conversation. Nice. Okay, so Chris, what do you got? So the first question from Chris is obviously, what is soap? Okay, Chris, what's the question?
So this.
But did you see they had dinosaur wrestling in Arizona?
Well, there's a lot of old people, a lot of seniors. Makes sense.
Expand on that, John.
It was a hold on, I have to pull it up because I don't want to misquote anything, but it was for, I believe, a children's hospital. And it was a 2-day event.
PETA tried to shut it down.
Oh, leave the arm barn alone. It was called Jurassic Fight Night. And it was people in Glendale, Arizona. Okay, it's a good thing I didn't say Scottsdale.
Okay, no, I'm there. I live there.
But it was a charity event for, I'm assuming it was a children's hospital. But they dressed up in like full-on dinosaur costumes. I'm going to put the link in the chat here, just because it is awesome.
I'm picturing like sort of like the sumo wrestlers, kind of inflatable costumes.
No.
But dinosaurs?
No. Oh, okay.
No?
Here, we'll go back to the podcast web so I can show you guys. It was. I'm not going to play any of the videos, but it was full on dinosaurs.
Wow, those are serious dinosaur costumes.
Yeah, exactly. And it wasn't.
It's like Steven Spielberg, Jurassic Park quality stuff. Like it's
exactly. It's like
they spent if they would have just taken the money on the costumes and give it to the children, they could have saved 4 children.
There's
they
Rowdy Raptor.
Rowdy Raptor.
The Indo
take. Like, this is why I was gonna text you, Chris. I'm like, why we this is something that could be like insanely popular